Hey everyone, Scoobee here and welcome to a brand new video. So today we're going to be doing a review on my life-size pit droid that I got from Etsy, and also too, if you notice in the background, we will do an update on my Darth Maul. Now this figure's kind of big to do full on the camera, so I'm just going to set it like that so we can keep it on the tripod so it doesn't, on camera, doesn't bounce around a lot. So I picked this up off of Etsy from Tuano Designs. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. At the time when I got this, which was last month, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with this pit droid, or if he was going to go in the Star Wars room, or what I was even going to do with him. But he was just so cool that I just had to purchase him and then just figure it out later. So as you can see, he's lit up. Can I get a little bit closer? He comes weathered. Now you can purchase him in a smaller form. You can also purchase him where he's not painted and you just kind of put him together yourself. So it gives you a bunch of different options. And the thing that I really like about it is, one, it just looks fantastic. Let me just see if I can show you here. But that he is really articulated. I mean, extremely articulated. All the joints move. You can tighten them with an Allen wrench, or actually you need 2 Allen wrenches. I happen to have 2. They're like these. But if you don't, you can always pick up a couple sets at the 99-cent store, I'm sure. And what you do is you want to get him set up in whatever position you want, and then you just tighten up the bolts that he's hinged with, like I'll show you here on his arm. And let me see if I can show you here. Like there's a bolt right there, so I can tighten that up so he really stays in position. And you can see there's the same bolts for his hips, his knees, his ankles. He even has them for his neck. Now also too, what you can do as well is his head can move. You can rotate that around. You can have it come forward or back. Really almost any position you want. He swivels at the hips as well. Even his hands, you could even get a really close view here. Let me kind of change the angle a little bit. Actually, let's get this back. It is, I don't know the exact height. I'll leave it down in the description below, along with, again, the link on how to contact this vendor if you're interested in getting one of these. But he's a good size figure. He's life size. Let's see if the camera. Yeah, so you can see here on the hands, his hands open and close, so you can, have him holding a remote control or soda bottle or anything like that. Again, you can have him sitting down, standing up. Really almost anything. And let me show you too on the top. And as you can see, he's battery operated. I think he takes 2 AAA batteries. There's our baby Yoda. Still going to be working on a diorama display stand for him. But again, you can just see the detail that he puts into these pit droids. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually set him up in a couple different poses out in the Star Wars room, so you can kind of get an idea of some of the stuff that you can do with him. But also too, he comes with this remote, and you can change the colors of your pit droid. You can see I have him green right now, but you can go in different colors. Let me see. Red. Well, basically any color that you see here, that's what you can make them. And again, the quality, now this is a 3D print, so you can't just be throwing him around. He is breakable, but with common care, he should be just fine on display. So let's go ahead and get him set up in the other room, because I actually have some really cool ideas for this pit droid. As I know some people were like, yeah, pit droid's probably lower on your list of collectibles, but there's some really cool stuff that you can do with this guy and really trick him out. Again, I just love his posability. and how you can just put them virtually anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the camera set up in the other room, and let's see some cool poses that we can get this guy in. All right, our first one here is a Jedi pit droid. Looks pretty cool. You can get either a red lightsaber or a green one, and then have the matching. Cool, maybe to make him a Sith one, and then maybe get like a robe for him or something would be really cool. That's my first idea. Now you can pose them in different other ways. I just wanted to set this up as an idea. Just pick this up and kind of look at him. But see, he can hold stuff. You don't want it too heavy. But again, imagine if he had just like a robe on. That would be really cool. And then let's go with my other idea. Let me go ahead and pause the camera. Alright, his next pose. This wasn't the pose I was going to do. I was looking for my other blaster. I tried to put that blaster in his hand, but it was too heavy. So I just posed him on the couch. But there he goes. He's holding the remote and he's sitting down. My other idea was to actually make him a miniature, well, not really a miniature, but just make him a battle droid. Put some paint marks on him and maybe add a backpack with antenna, and then add a smaller blaster. That would be a cool idea, but again, I couldn't find the blaster I wanted to use, so that's just him sitting down. And now we'll just go ahead and go back in the other room and finish up this review, and then we'll take a look at the Darth Maul. Alright, so there's another kind of, I don't know, sexy pose for him. So what do you guys think? I think it's as a fabulous figure. I think it would make anybody's Star Wars collection look really good. And you know, some other ideas I was thinking, maybe doing like an Imperial pit droid. You can put like an Imperial logo on him. Paint him maybe like 501st with some kind of blue design on his chest. You really can just really modify this with the different paint jobs. Like I said, the Jedi one. Or even a Sith, you know, by adding a robe would look really cool. So that's it. I'm really super happy with it. I can't wait to come up with the final design for it. And just stay tuned and see what we do with them. Also, one other note, I think the vendor is also making a battle droid. I don't know if he's going to be selling them, if you're interested in that. Again, I'm going to leave a link down below to his Etsy page. And I'm sure you can always contact him and ask him regarding that, or regarding the pit droid. Alright, so on to our Darth Maul. If you remember, I was doing like a budget life-size Darth Maul, and I've been working on him. There's some stuff that I like about him. There's some stuff that I don't like about him. As far as from like the camera view here, I think he looks fantastic. Very menacing, very scary. But then as you get closer, it's just not as good as quality as some of my other life size, and so that's where I'm kind of having a debate on whether or not I want to actually have him up in the Star Wars room. As it is right now, I'm probably going to say no, I'm not going to. But he's somebody that I can always come back to at a later time and maybe figure something out to make him look a little bit better. And I think I want to add some teeth to him as well. We'll get a closer look. Part of the issue that I have is the costume that I purchased for him. Now, I bought a really cheap one, and because of that, the gloves aren't that great a quality. The hood's not that great a quality, and it's a thinner type of hood that when it's matched up with my other figures in the Star Wars room, it just kind of looks odd. So you can kind of see how you can see through the back part of his cloak, where my other ones will just kind of take this in here really quickly. Like for instance, my Kylo Ren, and although my Kylo Ren, the costume was also not that expensive, it's a really thick material, which makes it look really good. Same with my Palpatine over there. He has a nice thick hood, and then when you have this one over here, it just looks odd to me. Now I'm sure I can buy another one, but a really nice quality one's about like $200. And then I'm getting into way more than I wanted to spend on doing this life size figure. So there's the update on him. I guess just stay tuned. I'm not really sure. You know, I added the eyes and I did cut out the mouth, and he kind of has teeth in the kind of the back, but I don't know, it just kind of looks goofy to me. I guess it's depend the angle that you stare at him at and how close you get, but anyway, so there's the update. Stay tuned. We'll see if I do anything else with them. Some other stuff that's going to be coming up. Obviously, if you notice, the Back to the Future room looks a lot different. We don't have the diner booth in here anymore. And that Coca-Cola machine, which was, well, that actually had been out of the room for a while. I'm actually changing that to a Pepsi. Not that I like Pepsi more, it's just that Pepsi goes with the Back to the Future. I've already moved the jukebox. I mean, doing a bunch of other really cool stuff in here in anticipation of the extreme makeover we're going to be doing with the virtual pinball. So this whole room is going to be totally made over, and fingers crossed it's going to come out awesome. So stay tuned for that as well. The virtual pinball, though, that's going to take a little bit longer. Still waiting. It's almost finished. But then again, you got to realize it's coming from Australia, so there's going to be shipping time, and then when we get it, then we got to rebuild it. So probably looking at least 2 or 3 months, if not 4, before we get everything together. But stay tuned for that, because I will be doing progressive videos as progression videos as far as redoing and designing the room. Because I got some really super cool design ideas that are going to be coming into the room. All right, so that's it. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Again, I apologize for the length in between each video. It's just work's been really work. It's and I have very little downtime. But as soon as I get that downtime, I'm going to get back in here and put up as many videos as I can. So again, hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I shall talk to you real soon.